Hello, dear friends. Yes, I'm Brother Sean, and I'm speaking with you today, a reflection from my heart on Mother Nature's gift to us that reawakens our heart to the Supreme Father, Mother God. I know that when you hear that word God, you may choose to switch off and think, oh no, another holy nut, religious nut gone mad. But trust me, I'm not here to preach to you. I'm not here to even lecture you. I'm here to share with you. And all I ask is for a few minutes of your time. Can Mother Earth show us anything that can help reawaken the divine within us? Well, I believe she does, and despite what the atheists and great agnostics of our world have to say, that there's no such thing as God, I would like to refute that by just giving a simple explanation, because sometimes we can get lost in the dogma, in the argument. We can almost choke ourselves, trying to appease the masses and playing to their tune. And I think today it takes a person of great courage to be able to speak their truth openly, lovingly, and in charity. Mother Nature has a treasure chest of how she leads us to God. I'll give you an example. Here at our little monastery, we are proud of our pets. We have 3 little doggies, Clemmy, Winston and Poppy, all rescued Cavalier King Charles. We love them dearly. But I also had 7 hens. Well, it was 16 to start with, but then of course with age and the fox, it reduced me to 7. And yesterday morning, I'm afraid 3 of my stubborn girls wouldn't come into the coop and decided they wanted to sleep in the tree. And when I got up, I found 3 of them decapitated. And yes, nature is cruel. Nature has her own rules. And nature has revealed to me the survival of the fittest, like the human race. So what does nature teach my heart about what happened here yesterday, when our dear brother Fox came in and helped himself to 3 of my beautiful hens? But they weren't just hens, they were persons in their own right. They each had an individuality and a personality. And I so loved them because they were pets. And they laid the most magnificent eggs. Well, when I came to collect their carcass to prepare them for burial, I looked at one and she was the most beautiful of the 3, although they were all equally beautiful, but she had the most beautiful feathers. A mixture of gold, bronze, yellow, brown, beige. Oh, she was a magnificent specimen. And she would have been 3 years old this August. And her name was Jennifer. But when I came to pick her up, it was really, really painful. Because all the fox took was the head. He didn't bother about the carcass where there was the most meat. So it makes you wonder, why does the fox just go for the head, which is really just bone? There's very little meat there, but probably it's the juiciest part. I don't know. But what did it teach me? Well, on a deep level, it reawakened me to the finality of everything. Death and dying. You're here one minute and you're gone the next. With a bit of luck, you're a memory. And throughout the day, excuse me, I kept revisiting that thought and that scene. And I realized that a lot of my illusions that I will be here forever went crash, wallop, smack. It was a salutary reminder, but it was so important that I remind myself that I am here for a short while. And for however long I'm here, I have a life purpose. So nature was empowering me to reawaken within my heart, within my soul, and to question God, what is my life purpose? Why am I here? What do you want of me? So good came out of that tragic moment. But I also celebrated the life of my 3 hens, because they were all rescued from living a miserable life as battery hens. And they had the freedom of the back of the monastery garden. They were spoiled, they were pampered, but they were loved. As you and I are loved by a loving God. Oh, he's used that word again, God. But there is a supreme who's created all of this for you and me. And I guess the lesson for me was to be still, to reflect on why am I here? What is my purpose? And I looked around me as I went for a walk with my 3 doggies into the woods. I needed time out, I needed space to collect my thoughts and also to grieve. And then I realized that we are here for a purpose, and it is to bring love. It's to be a vortex of light. And maybe we will never hit the big time and climb the ladder of success and become someone famous and important, but who wants that? Because there is such a price to pay for that sort of career change, don't you think? From those that I've befriended and supported throughout my nursing career, and also in my role as a monk, an enclosed monk, I've met such lovely people, but I've met some individuals who have stayed in my mind, who in the eyes of the world have everything. Designer clothes, posh car, fabulous job, and they live in a des-res area with 2.4 children. But they came to me unhappy. Despite all their wealth and all their fame, they didn't have time to appreciate nature. When I sat with them in the garden when the sun was shining, I asked them to just be still, and they almost fell asleep because they'd never had the opportunity to be still, because they were rushing, toing and froing, gathering dust. And then it suddenly hit them. In the eyes of the world, they'd everything. But they were lonely, they were miserable, and deeply unhappy. And they realized that they'd attracted a lot of fair weather friends who only wanted to buy into the freebies. And they envied me for being able to speak my truth, for my gift of faith. But when I shared with them that I too had to make choices, and the greatest choice was to surrender my heart and embrace Gaia, Mother Earth, and come to the Supreme through nature, through the animal kingdom, the Cathedral of God. That is a great gift, and that gift is for you as well. And all you have to do is close your eyes and invite the Supreme into your life. And surrender your heart to love. And everything falls into place. And suddenly you are reawakened to the beauty of creation. You can see for the first time the sunsets and the rainbow, whereas before you were preoccupied with success or covering your tracks. You can hear the birds sing, and you can smell the aroma of flowers, Mother Nature's gift to us. And every one of our six senses is reawakened to beauty, where there is harmony, balance, and divine connection.